Tonight, I am sharing part 2 of Reminiscing videos from my former channel. So come join me down this road of memory lane live. Stick around. All of that and much, much more is coming right. Live from Northern California, welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. And if this is your first time here, and most importantly, you are open to suggestions and change, please consider subscribing and then banging that bell so that way you won't miss a single thing when it comes to getting a better grip on your life. That's right. I'm here to help as many people as possible that are open to the help get the best possible grips on their life so that way each and every one of you can accomplish whatever it is that your heart or hearts desire. All right. Welcome to the show. Rosie Wren, that is a horrible attitude. I know you're going through some things emotionally, and I've heard about what happened to you. You pop into my chat and you say, goodbye, grip on life, hope to never see you again. That's pretty freaking rude, Rosie, but I'm not hurt by it, and I'm not triggered by it, and I'm not offended by it. But what I'm going to do is just permanently remove you from my channel because I don't need any negativity here. So best of luck to you and take care, ma'am. You know, I was introduced to you by Firewolf Studios, a.k.a. Chris. And hey, Chris, no disrespect. You know I love you like a brother, bro. But in the future, and I'm not saying this about me. I'm not upset that you connected me with somebody that that didn't end up being a good person. But folks, you got to take a lot more consideration when you're connecting people with other people because you're putting your name on the line. And I have a lot of respect for Chris, Firewolf Studios, but this was just one of those situations where, yeah, it is what it is. Not a big deal. Don't want to dwell over it. There are a lot of people that have many issues, and I really want to help those people. Hey, Furious Reactor Gaming. Yeah, Rosie Wren, I'm sure you know who she is. She was introduced to us by our good friend Chris, Firewolf Studios, came in here, and you could see her deleted message with your mod wrench, and just basically, ran her emotions. She's going through a bunch of things, and she just was projecting that on here. And quite frankly, we don't need that. She's not open to the help, and until she and others are open to the help, we cannot help anyone unless they are open to the help, and they're, able to see that there's an issue deep within and own it, and be cool about accepting help. Let's see. Howie and the boys. 2021 is starting off with a bang from you, brother. Glad to see you are doing well. Hope you have a big old cup of Kirkland's finest. I have a feeling that's you, 810. We're just going to call you 810. How you doing, 810? Welcome back. It's great to see you here. I'm assuming that's you. I think you used to use an account like that in the past. But regardless, thank you for being here. Before we go any further, let me make sure that the YouTube notification has gone out and that everything is rolling well on the back end of things. It certainly is. And let me also, hey, Darren. Yeah, I blocked that. Darren is over on the Facebook side of things again as well. Thank you for being here. Of course, we remove negativity from our lives. I mean, here's the thing, Darren and everyone else. Those are the types of people that need the most help, but they're not open to the help, and they're not willing to accept the fact that they have an issue that they need help with. And there's nothing wrong with them going through something, but unless they're able to identify that they need help to work through that issue, no one can help them. If they can't even start to help themselves at least a little bit, no one else will ever be able to help them. And that's just the way it goes. That's just the way it is. Some things will never change. Yeah. Doo-doo-ding, doo-doo-ding, doo-doo-ding. What is that Bruce Hornsby and the Range song? That's just the way it is. Some things will never change. Doo-doo-ding, doo-doo-ding, doo-doo-ding. All right, let me make sure that Facebook is rolling smoothly before we get to it. I'm only going to be on for a couple of hours tonight. Going to be sharing some more videos that are a blast from the past from my former channel, Reminiscing, going down memory lane. And let me see, where is the Facebook video? Come on. God, things have been running like slow lately on the internet today. And I have a fiber line. Oh, there we are. Okay. Going down. God, things have been running like slow lately on the internet today. And I have a fiber line. Yep. Oh, there. All right. Facebook is rolling well as well. And before we continue even further, let me once again pay special props to this channel sponsor. That's none other than my great, amazing, longtime friend that owns an amazing marketing company, the Discover Community Network. That's none other than Troy Brewer. He's the CEO, founder, and owner of the Discover Community Network for all of your product and service needs from the most trusted professionals in the industry. Come on, Eli. I'm just too excited about this show. I love doing these types of shows. Please consider visiting www.discovercommunitynetwork.com. One more time. That's www.discovercommunitynetwork.com. You can also visit a subsidiary of the Discover Community Network known as the DCN Internet Radio Network. And when you go on that website, you're going to find a bunch of talk and music internet radio stations. And more than likely, one of those talk or music internet radio stations will suit your talk or music genre needs. So if you love that type of stuff, please consider checking out www.dcninternetradionetwork.com. One more time, that's www.dcninternetradionetwork.com. Both those links are below in the description, about a third of the way down on the YouTube side of things. And if you go to those websites and also find out how to connect with Troy by phone or email and you reach out to him, please do not fail to mention that Coach Eli sends you with lots and lots of love. All right. Howie and the boys says, I think AT&T has had network issues this week. Well, my fiber line's been working great. I've had fiber almost 2 years now, and I haven't had one issue. It has never, ever gone down on me one single time. Now, if it's gone down while I'm sleeping, I don't know. But it has never gone down. The only issues I've had occasionally, sometimes in the middle of the night, the YouTube live streaming server will have a little glitch and you need to like reset it. Kind of like what happened on my 5-hour stream I did last night. Now, again, I'm simulcasting on Facebook as well. So I know when the Facebook side runs a perfect stream for over 5 hours and then the YouTube side has 5 minutes of the video missing, that's telling me it's not my internet connection. It is the YouTube servers that are glitching. So what I did in the middle of the stream last night when people said I was buffering, but I wasn't buffering on the Facebook side of things. I stopped the YouTube stream and then just started it again. And until you shut down the stream on the back end of YouTube or Facebook through OBS, software that I use, open broadcast software, you can start and stop the stream as many times as you want. And when you restart it, it'll just leave off where you left off. So if I were to stop the YouTube stream right now through OBS, you would see buffering. And then when I would press start, it would just, come back right at the moment I go live. So, yeah, I really haven't had any issues with AT&T since I got fiber. I've just noticed the overall internet has been running a little bit slower today. But, hey, it's all good. Looks like we're rolling quite well. Won't be able to chat anymore, but we'll be watching the rest, brother. Glad to see you happy. Hey, thanks, bro. And hey, this background here today is actually the Richmond-San Rafael Bridge. It is the another way to get to the North Bay from the East Bay area. So, I put these bridges there because this was significant during this time when I was dating my ex. I mean, I'm completely over my ex. I'm just sharing these stories to show people the types of videos I've created in the past and the type of person that I am. I would take the Golden Gate Bridge from where I live, but let's say we were in the East Bay doing a hike, we would take this bridge here, which is the Richmond San Rafael Bridge, which goes from like the Oakland area, and it goes east towards the North Bay area, which is Marin County, where my ex was living during that time. So thanks for stopping by, Howie and the boys. Greatly appreciate it. All right, we don't have a whole lot of time tonight. I have a hard stop at 8 p.m., and I will be taking one break in between to refill my coffee and use the restroom. So let's switch over to the browser screen, and I'm going to share some more videos that I did, with my ex, and they were fun videos. We did a fitness series, and I want to show you folks the type of effort I put into making these videos, and why I haven't done them on this channel, because it takes a lot of work, and until you have a large enough audience to get enough views to make it worth you editing that much, it's really not worth it. So until I build this channel up a little bit more and get a little bit more of a consistent following, you're not going to see me doing these types of videos on this Grip on Life channel. But once it gets there, I promise you, they will be back. I have the technology, the equipment, etc. But I just, it needs to be feasible. And right now it's not. But let's, what is that? I was just sent something behind the scenes. I'm not sure what it is, by Firewolf Studios. But anyway, we'll check into that later. Let's switch over to the browser source. Now, all of these videos, like I was saying yesterday, have been re-uploaded to a channel that I started several months ago called Coach Eli Classics, videos from my former channel. They're not publicly available. And I'm not quite sure if I'm going to make them publicly available or if I'm going to put them behind a paywall or what I'm going to do with them. But I'm just letting you folks know I've pretty much re-uploaded 90% of my former channel's library. I literally had like 600, 700, 800 videos. There's just a lot of them. But the majority of the relevant ones I've re-uploaded, and we'll probably be doing something with that down the road. So, and this is the back end here like I showed yesterday. Look, all these videos have the original titles and thumbnails and original air date. So, it's just like it was on the former channel. And it took a lot of work, but thankfully it didn't take too terribly long to upload them thanks to 1,000 up, 1,000 down fiber. I would not have been able to do this without 1,000 up and 1,000 down fiber. But anyway, let's go ahead and turn off this screen and go to the video to review. All right, so in this video, and again tonight, folks, I'm not going to be able to play the intro songs and stuff because that's copyrighted music that I've actually purchased a license for. I just haven't installed that license through YouTube on this channel yet. If I'm pausing to skip through the intro, don't think I'm trying to do something funny. I just don't want to get a content ID claim until I sort that out with YouTube. So this was a fitness series that Dana and I did. Fitness series weekly update 1 to 7. And this was biking. This was interesting. We're going to take you on a journey here. So check this out. Here we go. Dana and I are about to go on a 16-mile bike venture, and you're coming along with us, so stick around. 16-mile bike venture, and let me tell you something. It's a long bike ride, but I've done a 15-mile hike before. A 15-mile hike will get you 4 times the benefit of a 15 or 16-mile bike ride. Because, on a bike, you're not always pedaling. Sometimes you're going downhill, and you're not really moving around. But it's still good. It works different muscles. So let's skip through this part here. Okay, let's go. Everyone, Coach Eli here, a.k.a. The Morning Room.
Booster.
Snap.
And I am here to wake you up so that...
Now, look at the difference in video quality, okay? Look at the difference here. I have better lighting now. I have a better camera. I use an Elgato Camlink capture card. It's a world of difference. I'm much sharper and clearer on the bottom right here than on the left. So that's one thing that I worked on changing.
You have the absolute best possible shot of accomplishing whatever it is that your heart desires. Welcome back to another episode of my Video Relationship Sanctuary series. And it's another brand new week here at Coach Eli. And today's episode is going to be another awesome one. Just like Coach Eli on location mentioned at the beginning of this video, you're going to go on a journey with him and his amazing girlfriend, Dana Agnew. That's coming up here in just a second, so stick around for that. You won't want to miss that because it's going to be Coach Eli broadcasting live from his bike on a bike trail, and then his girlfriend, Dana, is up ahead. You'll be able to see her on this amazing path. It's just totally cool that we can do that now with the on location.
You put your iPhone at risk doing this. But I've gotten really good at getting great footage with the iPhone and not destroying it. But you're going to see what I mean here in a second.
Camera. But just to mention to you folks out there that are tuning in to one of my fitness series episodes for the first time, last week I did a 5-part mini-series on fitness, how to get fit, regardless of if you need to lose 5 or 10 pounds for vanity reasons, or if you're extremely overweight or obese and you need to become more healthy. Check that out on my YouTube channel. Just, search, fitness series on my channel, or go to the fitness series playlist and you'll see all of those videos there, including this one here and the future episodes like this one to come. So episode 1 of the fitness series last week started off with Dana and I taking a hike in the North Shore Lake Tahoe area in a town called Truckee. And we also mentioned last week that for the following 7 weeks, to start off each week here at Coach Eli, we're going to be sharing with you folks our, weight loss journey and our journey of getting in the best shape possible. This week's episode is going to be about biking. So that's the topic of today's Sanctuary episode. It is...
I think I have that Lake Tahoe episode uploaded. If I do, I'm going to show it to you folks. If not, I'll get it uploaded like today or tomorrow, and show it to you folks, because that's a beautiful trail. The Truckee Legacy River Trail. It's just awesome. Let's continue.
Is the fitness series update with Dana Agnew, which is my girlfriend, and myself. If you don't know Dana Agnew, she's done like 10 or 11 episodes on my Video Relationship Sanctuary with me. She's my other half, my better half. And we love going on adventures where we can incorporate exercise along with our diet to feel better about ourselves and to also get in better shape, to look better, and to just be even, at a more healthy, weight level and healthier lifestyle, which is what it's all about. So with that being said, without any further ado, let's go out on the field with Coach Eli on the bike and check this out. This was a beautiful bike path. Do not miss this, and we'll be back in the studio here in just a little bit.
Now, if I had 4K at 60 frames per second, I would have recorded this at 4K at 60 frames per second like I have now on my iPhone 12 Pro Max. But I had the iPhone 6 Plus back then, and that this video. When was this video released, actually? It was released on, let's see real quick here, September 18th, 2017, so about 3.5 years ago. 3.5 years ago. Let's go.
All right. Here we go. And yes, this is Coach Eli here. We are on a trail coming to you from the bike path. This is kind of crazy.
It is crazy. It's crazy to record this the way I was doing. I was holding a selfie stick.
Got some pretty good stability here. And there's Dana up ahead. Hello, Dana. Dana, you think this is kind of crazy? She says, no, you can't hear her because I've got this big furry microphone here with a windscreen as I'm pedaling down this path in super crystal clear high definition here.
It's hard to keep the autofocus focused. It is. It was awesome, though.
Can't beat this. I'll tell you, folks, you can make fitness fun, just like Dana and I do. You can really enhance your relationship in a great way.
I'm going to skip through parts of this video here. I just want to show you this first part.
Fit and look hot and sexy for each other.
It's a 19-minute video.
Just absolutely amazing. The views out here, the nature, the breeze.
This is in the North Bay, Sonoma County.
It's incredible.
It's beautiful.
And we're beginning to speed things up a little bit here.
Do you still have your bike? It wasn't my bike, actually. I was borrowing Dana's dad's secondary bike. And he purchased a new bike. He got a really good deal, like half off of a very expensive bike. And, he still kept his secondary bike, and he just let me borrow it while I was dating her. So that was really kind of him. But I don't have a mountain bike currently, but I'm probably going to buy one at some point over the next year or so. But I also, like you, prefer to go hiking than to go biking. But every so often, it's fun to go bike riding. But let's go.
We're about to go up a bump. Whoa. Thankfully, this thing is locked down pretty good. I think we've recorded enough here to give you an idea of what it feels like to be on a bike. So when we get to the end of this part here, we'll turn the camera off, all right? I'm just curious to hear how well the audio sounds with this little mini shotgun mic made by Rode.
Does quite well, actually.
While I'm on the bike. It's facing towards me. The mic's facing towards me. I'm using the front camera of the iPhone 6 Plus. I'm not trying to endorse any of this, but
So actually, this was recorded in 720p because the iPhone 6 Plus could only do 720p up to 60 frames per second, which I recorded at 30 actually. And I don't think it was until the iPhone 7 where you could do 1080 on the front and the back camera. Now with the iPhone 12 Pro Max, you can do up to 4K at 60 frames per second on the front and the back camera, which is great. So this was 720p at 30, which is not too bad for a phone 6 generations ago.
Some of you may be wondering, how the hell did you record that? Well, first of all, I'm fucking crazy.
I am.
You can ask my girlfriend Dana that. Yeah, you can see her up there. I believe you can see her up there. She's like, woohoo! He's a little cuckoo, cuckoo. He's cuckoo for
That's so much
pups.
fun doing this stuff.
Yeah, she said I'm very special. You can't hear her because, again, I'm using this Rode shotgun directional mic with a windscreen.
Let me tell you something, guys. Looking back and reminiscing again like I did throughout most of late last night into the early morning during part 1 of this show. I got to tell you, to you guys out there that feel, you want to withdraw from women and there's no purpose to dating or marrying a woman anymore. I don't know if I'll ever get married. I've been contemplating whether I even ever want to get married, but I do enjoy the company of a woman and being in a relationship with a woman. There's no better feeling than this, folks. I mean, some of the best times I had during the last 4 years of my life was doing this stuff. I mean, this was absolutely fun. And the fact that I made the effort and took the time to record it and document it, and the fact that even, Dana let me do that. I mean, it's not about whether she lets me do it or not. It's not a control thing. I'm a dude. But the fact that she was cool with it, which is a better way to put it, made it that much better. It's a lot of fun. And it's really fun to look back at it. Right, Howie and the boys, 810.
Screen on it. This thing only cost me $60. It's fucking incredible. And then I got this other app.
I used to swear a lot more back then, but I would always do it in the right context. And YouTube's okay with that. Like occasional swearing, occasional profanity won't necessarily get you demonetized, but context matters. I'm just expressing myself and me being happy. I'm not telling anyone to F off or anything. I'm just excited, right?
That allows me to record better sound and take better clarity,
This is Triple B, brother, not 810. Well, you're part of the 810 family. But hey, it's all good, dude. Welcome back. Welcome back, dude. You still keep up with things, huh? But I agree 100%. How's your wife doing, bro? How's your wife and your kids? You guys doing all right? Do you still see 810 anymore? Hopefully you do. I miss you guys. Some of you guys were really cool through those former communities. You were always one of the cool ones, and so was 810, your friend 810, and a few others. But, the rest of them were just a bunch of, and you even said it yourself, the rest of them were just a bunch of insecure, immature. We're not going to say it. Let's just go on.
HD videos, 1080p HD videos on my iPhone without the autofocus going out of whack all the time. So I'm going to see how that works once we're done with this video. But yeah, we're going to end up doing probably about 18 miles. And tonight, I'm going to reward my lady.
Not here to troll. Still keep up with you and James and 810. I did a stream on James a few days ago. I don't care what he does anymore. I ignore those guys. But, like I mentioned on that stream with James's, Lycan Theory channel, and now he got his Punksthetic channel monetized, and now he's running drama streams on a channel that has nothing to do with drama, just because he wants to get super chats. So, I mean, I'm sure you understand what I'm saying, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Sometimes it's just fun and funny to see people crash and burn. I'm not all about negativity, you know that. But for people that you've tried to help before and they're not open to it, it's interesting just watching them crash and burn themselves. All right, let's go on.
With a really nice dinner. She deserves it. Passerby there. Woo! Yeah, we smell the cows, I tell you. Nothing better than California cows, man. No,
Couldn't till the cows come home.
Dana, they provide us with ground beef for my burgers, baby.
That's right.
I love burgers.
And steaks, too. Don't get me wrong. I love a good steak every now and then. You BBB, who's here under the Howie and the Boys account, and 810, you guys love a good piece of steak. I love steak, but I also love high-quality ground beef. I love high-quality ground beef, medium rare, with a ton of, Tillamook extra sharp cheddar cheese on the top and some high-quality maple bacon crumbled on top. It's beautiful, man. Eat it like a steak, but it's like a burger steak. Oh, man. Medium rare, man. Medium rare. Like it's almost like, coming right off the cow. USDA medium rare beef. That's right, dude. USDA choice, man.
Are we almost at the end of this part? quite a long part
I
here.
run on high T, brother.
But
So do I, dude. You know that.
Just a little bit longer. Most of you will probably skip through this part of the video, but that's okay. You're getting a unique view here from a bicycle.
Let's forward through this a little bit.
Anyway, that guy, man. And I'm here to give you the best possible shot, becoming self-employed. Well, a road.
All right, let's just skip through this.
Exactly what. And Coach Eli.
All right, here we go. This is where we talk.
All right. Coach Eli here with my lovely assistant. No, my lovely lady, Dana Agni here. We just finished a 17.1 bike ride, Dana. How was that?
That was an awesome ride. We got to go through a couple of different little towns and see a lot of different scenery, so it was nice.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking incredible. And, I have to say that, I was a little skeptical about this trail at first, but I'm like, wow, you should never be skeptical when you do these things, right?
No, you just got to try something new all the time. Keeps life exciting.
My problem has always been, especially in this area, there are a lot of rattlesnakes. I don't like rattlesnakes. And listen, I'm a man that's fearless with the exception of when it comes to rattlesnakes. And for those of you that know what BFP stands for, when it comes to rattlesnakes, I'm a BFP. And you can cut me on that all you want. Listen, when these snakes can just curl up and shoot out of nowhere and clamp their fangs on you and inject venom and kill you, I'll be a BFP all day, every day when it comes to that. But yeah, it was a very hot day too. It was pretty hot. And the hotter it gets, the more likely those rattlesnakes are going to come on a path to sunbathe to warm up because they're cold-blooded. So anyway, let's go.
You never know. You never know what you're going to encounter out there. Now, Dana, we just took some footage from, my bike.
Yes.
You think that was kind of crazy? We actually checked it out before we recorded this segment here, and it came out pretty awesome.
It did. It turned out good. It's a fun way to get a different vantage point. So.
And obviously, when I piece this video together, obviously they will have seen that part before this part here, but we're recording on location, and then we go back to the studio and piece everything back together, right, Dana?
There we go.
That's how we create magic here. But bike riding is an awesome way to exercise and bond with your partner.
Have a good time. Take an adventure.
Burn some calories, get into better shape, and just enjoy life, right? There's nothing better than being out there in nature, like we mentioned last week, Dana, when we were in trucking near the North Shore Lake Tahoe area.
That's right, yeah. Now we're in Sonoma County.
Yep, we're in Sonoma County here. We are near Santa Rosa, actually.
Yeah, in between Santa Rosa and Sebastopol.
Right, and for those of you that are wondering where the fuck is Santa Rosa and Sebastopol, it's probably almost an hour, about an hour north of San Francisco or so, would you say, Dana?
Yep.
So an hour north of...
And it's also probably about 30 minutes or less away from Napa. The entire world knows about Napa. Some of the best wine is made in Napa. So we're near that area, near the Napa Valley area.
San Francisco, and it's a beautiful area. They call this area here, actually 101 runs through it. They call it the Redwood Highway.
Yes, Redwood Highway.
Old Redwood Highway, and because there are a lot of redwood trees, and it's just absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. It's a great place to explore and hike and bike and do all that shit, right?
Yes.
Okay, Dan, any final thoughts?
What do you think about all of the businesses and residents fleeing California? Dude, honestly, I can't blame them. It's sad, but I can't blame them. I'll tell you why. This is one of the most expensive areas to live on the planet. But if we're just speaking about the U.S., it's one of the most expensive places to live and run a business on the planet. And look, commercial leases have gone up. How are you going to pay your lease when you're not making any business, right? And when you're put on lockdown and you can't even serve people outdoors, which is what they were doing initially. Now they're back to doing it. Now our lockdown's been lifted, bro. And so they're able to do that. But when you're dependent on just takeout business, it may not be enough. Now, some restaurants have done well with the takeout business. And I'll tell you, have you heard of Grubhub? I'm sure you've heard of Grubhub, right? I'm not a lazy guy. I typically do not like having food delivered. I like going out, either getting it myself to get out of the place for a while or to eat out, right? But during these times, if you're a restaurant that's not with Grubhub or any of the other food delivery services, you're pretty much out of business. So the ones that got involved with, a food delivery company have pretty much survived. And for the people that, and those are more of the chain type of restaurants, more of the mom and pop ones are the ones that are suffering, man. But even those restaurants can use Grubhub and other apps as well. But I don't blame them. I don't blame them. Let's see, California needs to figure out how to make the state livable. I just hope all the people fleeing don't bring their political views with them. Cali politics have strangled their residents. Some people are pretty extreme out here, and some people are like me. They're right down the middle, dude. Feel terrible for these people suffering. Yeah, well, here's the thing, dude. When it's one of the most desirable places to live. Now, here's the thing, bro. If you remove all the politics, right, and you remove all the BS, California is one of the best places to live. The weather is great, especially here in the Bay Area. There's a lot to do, and there are plenty of jobs. The problem is because it's so popular, the demand to live here is so high, it inflates the cost, right? Supply versus demand, right? So, this could have happened anywhere. It happened here primarily because of the high-tech boom, but it could have happened anywhere, bro. It just so happened to be California, especially here in the Bay Area where I live and, Southern California, LA, etc. Hollywood has ruined it. Well, Hollywood never represents things properly, dude. They create things that are going to get ratings, that are going to sell tickets, put butts in seats, right? But now they're suffering too because you can't go to the movie theater, right? And movie theaters are going out of business too. And I think movie theaters were on their way out even before this pandemic because, look, dude, I got a fiber line, 1,000 up, 1,000 down. Why the heck do I ever need to leave my place to watch a movie? I can stream anything, right? It's ridiculous. I'm still here just listening, says Furious Reactor Game. Okay, let's continue.
That you want to mention to the people out there? I know we have some great stuff coming in the following weeks because we're going to be doing this every weekend for an additional 6 weeks after this one. Next weekend we're going to be, doing a segment from your gym that we both belong to. But any final thoughts about bike riding?
Well, it's just a nice way to get some exercise, do something different, make a little variety.
HBO Max has all the new movies immediately. There's no choice but to put them out there now, dude. And I had HBO Max because I've had HBO forever through DirecTV. But now, even AT&T is offering HBO Max with I think it's with their top cell phone service plan, which I was going to get regardless. For $75, I have unlimited everything. And they give you 100 gigs of unrestricted data. And then after 100 gigs, of 5G unrestricted data, they only slow your speeds if the network is busy, which they hardly, they really never do that. 100 gigs. I mean, if you're using 100 gigs of data on your cell phone, outside of being connected to Wi-Fi on your place, which doesn't use data on your phone, then you really have no life. How the heck are you going to use 100 gigs of data on your cell phone while you're out? Aren't you supposed to go out to enjoy being out, not being on your phone, right? But yeah, I mean, like HBO Max, HBO's made so many deals to get it out there, and that's probably going to be the wave of the future, bro. You're right. You're absolutely right. The world's evolving. I'm upset that P-Hub just took off a lot of their content. 90% of the content was erased in a day. What, were they censored or what? Were they censored? That's kind of sad. Us guys like to check in on that content every now and then. We have our moments, right? Let's go.
To your routine, and you cover a lot more territory, so that's a nice, way to see.
Right.
different areas?
If you're going to do a bike ride, you got to do a 15 to 20 mile bike ride minimum if you want to burn a decent amount of calories, because you can do a 3-mile hike.
I was mentioning that earlier. Okay, that's enough of this video here. Let me go and see. I'm going to play one more, and then I'm going to take a quick break. While I'm on break, I may play a clip from back in the days, another Purple Pill show. I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do. I'll play a Purple Pill show of when Jamie Lycan Theory was my co-host. You want to hear that? No, I'm not going to. Now, I don't think we use any video on that. I'm not going to share this thumbnail on the screen because, I don't want to show his face or anything. I don't trust that. I don't trust that millennial. Like, he'll flag something for no reason. So, he was on my show. It's my content. As long as I don't show any images of him or anything, there's nothing he can do. Got to be really careful with that guy because he's really snarky. But let me see here. Which other? Let me see. What was another one that was pretty good? Give me just a second here. Oh, here's another one I wanted to show. Dogs are very therapeutic. This is not a fitness one, but this was another video I did with my ex's dog, Mabel. This was a good one. I think the ladies will get a kick out of this. They'll think it's pretty cute. So yesterday I played Mabel's 12th birthday. I did a video on that back in those days. But let's get to this one here. Let me change it up here. Here we go. All right.
Everyone, Coach Eli here, aka the Morning Rooster.
Snap. That was stupid,
here
man.
To wake you up so that you have the absolute best possible shot of accomplishing whatever it is that your heart desires. Welcome back to another episode of my Video Relationship Sanctuary series. For those of you that were wondering why I didn't put out a video.
What a horrible background. Like, it wasn't extremely horrible. The one I had before that, the gray one, was more horrible. Let me switch this to a little better quality here. But you can kind of tell the lighting I had back then wasn't as great. No, I'm not gonna play that video, Robert. How you doing, Robert? Welcome to the show. You gonna stop trolling me? It's all right, man. It's all good. Just be cool so I don't have to ban you. But no, I do have that stream where Mark called in. But I don't even want to talk about that because I don't want to be disrespectful. Look, I made some mistakes and I said some things back in those days out of frustration and being put on the spot and being attacked by a lot of these people that I regret. I regret because that's not me. So I do have that stream where Mark called in, but it's not going to see the light of day. It's just a respectful thing I have. But yeah, it's nice of you to remember it, Robert. All right, so let's continue.
Video on Friday, because typically I put out videos Mondays through Fridays. I was a little tired, needed to take a little break, and planned an amazing weekend with my girlfriend Dana Agni, who's done 9 episodes on my Video Relationship Sanctuary here with me. And, because of that, I decided to do a semi-video with her today featuring her. and her amazing dog, Mabel. Before I even get to that, let me just say I just got back from spending another amazing weekend with Dana. It is the holiday weekend, and hopefully all of you have enjoyed it. If you live here in Northern California where I'm at, it's been 100 plus degrees everywhere, including the Bay Area where it typically doesn't get that hot. So, we stayed in, quite a bit. We did get out as the temperature started to decline around 99, 98 degrees or so.
I remember
it was just
hot.
one of those weekends where we typically not typically, but we actually stayed in and spent time with her furry friend, Mabel. So let me get to the topic of today's Video Relationship Sanctuary, and then we'll go from there, and then I have a clip to share with you folks from this weekend. So the topic of today's Video Relationship Sanctuary episode is dogs are very therapeutic in dating relationships.
So let's just get to the clip because that's the cool part. You don't need to hear the rest of this here. Let's kind of scrub through it here. Here we go.
Impressed with the video quality of the iPhone 6 Plus. But anyway, let's not talk about that yada, yada, yada. Let's check this out, and we'll be right back. Check it out.
All right, Coach Eli here.
If not that video, how about your video going to the supermarket and buying flowers? Oh, yeah. Are you talking about the one where I said, look at all those simps over there, and then I bought flowers myself? That was a joke. Guys are not considered simps if they buy flowers for their woman, unless they do it all the time. On Valentine's Day, come on, you got to get your woman flowers on Valentine's Day, or why are you with her? I mean, seriously. Yeah, I may play a little bit of that. That was the Valentine's Day special. That was another classic. Yeah, I think I do have that one uploaded too. I'll check that out after the break. But let's go.
And recording this segment of this video with my iPhone 6 Plus, here with my wonderful girlfriend Dana Agni. Hey Dana, what do you have there?
Yo Pup. Probiotic packed frozen yogurt cups with banana and peanut butter. It's doggy ice cream.
That's right, because we love our furry friends, don't we?
It's a crazy delish treat for dogs.
Now, Mabel is a 60-pound black lab, and she's so submissive, right? But if she really wanted to do damage with her teeth, she could. She's a big dog, strong dog, but look at her. She's like, I want that ice cream. That looks so tasty and yummy. And Dana would make fun of her dog's voice. And then you're going to notice in the video that Mabel starts wagging her tail, and she would always wag her tail downwards. I'm like, I've never seen a dog wag their tail downwards, left and right, instead of, sticking out, right? Just keep an eye on that. Like, this is the most submissive female black lab I've ever seen. Guys, this is the way you want your girlfriends to be. Well, maybe not this submissive, because then they would be boring, but pretty close to it.
Now, this is your female dog that we've had featured in my Video Relationship Sanctuary series in the past. And, let's just show everyone how excited that
Mabel,
which is your bitch.
You like your ice cream? You like your ice cream?
And that bitch just swallowed that shit whole almost.
All right, sit. You like your ice cream?
That's great. Instant replay.
Which is your bitch.
You like your ice cream? You like your ice cream?
And that bitch just swallowed that shit whole almost.
All right, sit.
She's a black lab. So there goes Mabel.
She's trying to eat the whole thing. I'm going to hold it for you.
That bitch is hungry.
Don't eat the cup. There you go.
I mean, she went so fast, I lost track of that shit.
Look at the tail in the back. So you see the tail in the back? It's the downward wag. Look at that.
You had to sit there and hold it for her, huh, Dana?
Yes. She was trying to eat the whole cup.
And your dog's quite a bit submissive, huh?
She is, yes.
She's a very submissive dog, but when it comes to food, she gets really excited, and she gets a little crazy there. Now, how old is Mabel, Dana?
Mabel is 11. She was 11 in April.
So you know how they say, a dog is a man's best friend. Have you heard that statement, Dana?
I have heard that, yes.
Howie and the boy says, Coach, you remind me of Clark Griswold, in the attic scene where he is watching old home videos, crying and laughing, LOL. Dude, this was the right time to do this for a couple of shows, to do a little reminiscing and to show the people, the new people, some of the things I've done. And, for you folks that were around during these days, we can take a look back and have a good laugh after all of the emotions have expelled, dude. I'm in a much better place now, obviously. And it's just really nice to look back and see this. But I appreciate it, man.
Yes, and we all know you're not a feminist, and we all know how we feel about feminists. But anyway, do you feel that Mabel is like, a girl's best friend? Like, is she like one of your best friends? Do you love Mabel?
I do love Mabel. I've had her since she was 8 weeks old. She's a member of the family for sure.
Interesting. Let's just come in here and hear her.
Look at that tail. You see the bottom of that? Look at that. It's like the downward wag.
She can't get
Wow,
to it.
she's been licking the shit out of that. And I wanted to take this video here. To be honest with you, I record this on the fly. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with it. I'm going to figure something out. But
I didn't know what I was going to do with this video at that point. But I had always wanted to do a video on dogs are very therapeutic in dating relationships, and they really are. Like Mabel was a good bridge between Dana and I, because like I mentioned in some other videos, and I think I played one of those where I mentioned this last night. That women are going to have their moments. So do guys, right? But when women have their moments, they don't want to talk, right? So as a dude, you're supposed to just give them space and say, "All right, babe, listen. If you don't want to talk about it, I'm going to take a walk, and whenever you're ready, if you want to talk about it, I'll be here. But I'm going to let you, I'm going to give you your space, right?" So I would walk away in those situations, and then I'd just go hang out with Mabel, or go take a walk with Mabel, or something, right? But literally. In 2 minutes flat, Dana would start, walking down the stairs or wherever we were at, she would just come and get me. "All right, let's talk, babe." And we would, we would work it out. There was really never an issue. It's just that women are emotional beings. They're going to have their moments. And as a guy, you got to understand that, But it was great having Mabel there, because I would just go hang out with Mabel, and Mabel will never talk back with you, and Mabel never gets tired of the excessive loving, right? All right, let's go.
The bottom line is, I love dogs. Dogs are a very...
Oh, she got it out of the...
She got it out of the thing, huh?
Yeah.
Dogs are very therapeutic for both men and women.
Children.
And children, too. But I have to tell you, when you've had a rough day, and the rest of the world is...
She's like, where did it all go?
It's almost gone. She swallowed it.
It is gone.
I ate it all.
When you've had a rough day,
want some more.
And the rest of the world is pissing you off,
it's all Mabes.
your dog will never talk back to you.
That's all.
That's it, Mabel.
That's it.
All right, so this is Coach Eli, and we now return to the regular part of this video, where I guess I'll be talking about something about the importance about pets. All right, see you all later. Say bye, Dana.
Bye.
Good to see everyone. It's been a while. We'll be doing a future episode of our Video Relationship Sanctuary series with you, Dana Agni, soon, right? Next couple of weeks, we're going to record another one.
Sure.
All right. Say goodbye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
All right. Say bye, Mabel.
Bye. Where'd the ice cream go?
You ate it all. All right. So we are at 55 minutes right now, and it's 10:04 p.m. Eastern, 7:04 p.m. Pacific. I'm going to be going off the air in a little less than an hour. A hard stop around 8, maybe 8:15 or 8:20 Pacific, 11:15 or 11:20 Eastern. But I'm gonna go ahead and there was a show where Jamie Likentheory co-hosted the Purple Pill show that I used to run with Charles F. Gray when Charles couldn't make it. And it was episode number 14. And I am going to play it. And I believe there was no video on this, it was audio only, but I'm not going to show the image on the screen because it has Jamie's picture. And I just, I don't want to give the guy anything. I mean, he'll just flag anything he possibly can out of spite. And, I'm not the kind of guy that flags out of spite. The only time I've taken people down is when they legitimately abuse my content and make money off my own content, which is not right. It's not right. And then they say it's fair use, right? So how am I going to do this? Let me turn off video to review. Let me put on window capture. Jamie the mama's boy. Yeah, James is a good man. I don't think he is out to get you like you may think. Yeah, and you know what? The truth of the matter is, BBB, Howie, and the boys, I could probably believe that to a certain extent. I just think he can't make money any other way than doing what he does. He's a drama guy, and he has a drama channel. He has a drama audience for his drama channels, right? And if he tried to create something legitimate, he would lose his current audience, and he'd have to start over. And his sponsor, his fake sponsor that runs a fake caregiving company, is paying him $4,000 per month to create drama content. So it's almost like, do I feel bad for the guy to a certain extent? Sure, but he put himself in this position, right? And there's really not a whole lot of upside, for him if he continues doing what he's doing. He's never going to grow any bigger than he is now or make any more money unless he does something different. Jamie can't make money unless he steals content. No, you're right. You're right. Well, he could. He just doesn't want to rebuild an audience that's going to like that type of content. It would take him a while, right? He'd have to start over, and he would lose his entire audience he has right now that's paying him donations, and he'd probably lose his sponsor that's paying him $4,000 a month. I'm not attacking the guy. I'm just stating the facts. That's the truth of the matter, right? But you're going to hear, I tried to give this guy an opportunity to come on the Purple Pill show on my former channel when Charles F. Gray couldn't make it on episode 14. And you can see it on the screen here. Let me see here. Give me a second here. Let me go back to full screen while I get this set up. Let me see here. Purple Pill Show episode number 14 with Coach Eli and Jamie. It was broadcast live on December 26, 2017. So just over 3 years ago is when this happened. So let me go back over here. And let's do this. Actually, I had video of myself, and I did this from Dana's bedroom. Purple Pill Show with Jamie the Purple Pill Guy and Coach Eli with guest Cyril Lacourt. I remember this one. You know that video Jamie has where you called in from Chili's parking lot? You should play that and give us your commentary. Well, that's not my content, dude, and he would file a copyright on that out of spite. So I'm never going to play that, at least not on my main monetized channel. No, not going to do that. But yeah, that was a classic. That was a classic. I'm assuming you're Robert, but that was a classic. All right, let's go here. Actually, I could probably show this on the screen because I was showing video. Yeah. Give me a second here. All right, folks, I'm going to step away for a break, and you're going to be watching the beginning of the Purple Pill Show, episode number 14, which was a show I ran with Charles F. Gray. But because Charles couldn't make this show, I extended an opportunity to Jamie the Purple Pill Guy to be my co-host, and this is what happened. One. Live from Northern California and somewhere in Florida, welcome to the Purple Pill Show. My name is Coach Eli, a.k.a. the Morning Rooster. And I am here with a brand new co-host who's been on these shows that I've done here before. Please welcome Jamie the Purple Pill Guy. We'll explain more about that in a second. But Jamie, say hello, my friend.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
Jamie.
Yeah.
You got anything else, man? Because you have a lot to say, don't you?
I mean, not right now. Maybe later.
Okay. Good enough. Well, welcome to the Purple Pill Show. Most of you that have been following what's been going on with my channel lately and what's been happening with the MGTOW guys know that I'm going to be making some changes. But before I go any further, I'm going to check on my iPhone here and make sure that I am streaming through properly. Let me know in the chat, guys, or Jamie, let me know if you can actually see me streaming through. Okay.
Yeah, I can see your stream.
Okay. Give me just 1 second.
Pretty good.
Okay, so I'm coming through. Fantastic. That's all I needed to know. All right, so let's move forward here. First of all, sorry for the late start, guys. My apologies for that. I had some technical difficulties. I'm at Dana's house. I'm going to be here all week. She's off, and I'm going to be streaming in 1080p. I was trying to figure out a way to get Hangouts to show videos so we can get Jamie on here as well. But I ran out of time, and I had to revert back to just putting, the little verbiage down below that says the Purple Pill Show with Jamie the Purple Pill Guy and Coach Eli with special guest Cyril Lacourt. And Cyril will be on here in just a little bit. But let me ask you, Jamie, before I go into a little more detail, have you been kind of keeping up with what's been going on lately since that live show of mine you were on last week, Coach Eli Live?
Keeping up? You mean there's been drama that's been happening on your channel or something?
I guess you can call it drama. I don't know. I kind of tend to look at it as playful banter. Yes, these guys do like to stir the pot and create drama, but I put out a live video yesterday on Christmas, and
It's odd, man. I said I'm leaving MGTOW and I'm going my own way. Kind of sounds like
Oh
a double
yeah,
standard, doesn't it?
yeah. I saw that video in my feed, but I didn't bother clicking it because I knew it'd be like a 45-minute video. So
Oh, Jamie, it was like an hour and 20-minute video. So
yeah, I was being conservative with that estimate. But
no, yeah, you
I know
know
you.
me. I like to talk a lot, don't I, man? It's all right, man. You can
Yep.
say anything you want on this show. Yeah. So a Sicily 10 in the chat says, "Who has higher estrogen levels, Eli or Jamie?"
Yeah, you don't
A
have to.
Sicily.
You know what? Don't read the troll posts. Just leave. Just ignore them.
Well, he's
We're
actually been
not
a
gonna.
part of our streams for a
I.
while. Go ahead.
It doesn't. I don't care. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna address these people anymore. So we're just gonna ignore them for this stream. You can when you get Charles F. Gray back, or Dana is on with you, then you can talk about the troll posts all you want. But I don't feel like giving them any attention. So I'm gonna act like they don't exist.
No,
So
fair enough.
what happened in your Christmas video? Go explain that.
So in my Christmas video, I basically, was saying that I had enough with it's the red pill MGTOW guys that are pissed off. They
Hmm.
have pretty much seemed to claim the MGTOW label. And they're saying that their way is the only way to go. And if you want to
Hmm.
be a part of them and be in with them, you need to be either like a red pill monk, or you need to be somebody that's going to be leaving the plantation or buying cryptocurrency. And there's one gentleman out there. Have you heard of Chris Cantu?
What the hell has cryptocurrency got to do with it?
Well, the bottom line is what they're saying is they want men to leave the plantation and invest in new opportunities to make them good money.
Okay, that's
Or
fine.
leave.
That's everyone else's, individual, choice to what to do with their lives, just as it is, who they want to have sex with, or get into relationships with. I don't
Okay.
understand, like, how can you regulate a movement of men based on their lifestyle choice? That's like saying, like, us straight men, we're all we're all a group of men that is congregating together to talk about straight men things. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
does that exist? Not really. I mean,
No, we're trying to
men
create
men
that here,
just
Jamie.
men just talk to each other in general about whatever they have in common, and that is their way of, like, tribalism. That's how they kind of figure out, okay, this is my friend, this person is like me, I'm gonna bond with this guy now. So
Okay.
when it comes to MGTOW, it's like, oh, you're a MGTOW, I'm a MGTOW too, and then you bond over that, right?
Right.
But it's like, how can you kind of, the only thing I could think about it, like compare it to, is like sports teams. Like, everyone has like different sports teams, and so they kind of argue with each other. Like, what, you
Yeah.
like the friggin' Atlanta Braves or whatever friggin' sports team there is? And it's like they'll argue about it back and forth, but it's kind of like, it's playful, But like, when it comes to MGTOW, it's like you have to live the exact lifestyle that these guys live, or that they claim to live. Like, I don't know these people. How anonymous. So, I mean, how much clout do they think they possibly have? Like, I'm just supposed to take their word for it that they're like a MGTOW monk, that they don't have sex. Have sex.
Yeah, Jamie.
They just don't say it.
I
Right?
agree with you, Jamie. I totally agree with you, but continue.
I just think there's like tons of hypocrisy in this movement. And it's like, whatever happened in that stream, they're just playing out their, like, tribalism instinct. And it's so funny, like, MGTOW guys, they like to claim like they're above, nature, and like, we see the code in the matrix, we see it all, we are not slaves to our baser instincts for the feminine wilds, and have sex with women. We are monks, we are perfectly mentally at peace, and yet they come on your channel and my channel, and they just fucking, like, try to screw with us, and just kind of criticize the hell out of us. It's like, why do they give so much of a shit? like, I know that I don't go on like, you know, any channel like argue with them because they're not doing what I want them to do. Like, I don't do that. People who do that like aren't really at peace.
Correct.
So it's like, what do they expect to gain out of this? Like, they're not going to gain anything. It just shows that they also just have like way too little time or way too much time on their hands, you know, to like go around criticizing people for not living up to their standards for living life. Yet they always claim to be so much more happy, productive, richer, more like they work out more, and so they're healthier than you. It's like, why do you feel the need to come on my channel and say that stuff?
Yeah.
Like, why do you feel the need to?
Well, let's stop right there. And before I turn my video on, I'm just prepping myself. I'm going to be back on video in a second. But the reason why they feel that need, Jamie, and this was actually a pretty good conversation that Jamie and I actually had, with the exception of when he first came on the show, he was a bit timid, which is, it's just, that's how he is because of the way he was raised. You know, he always is on guard because he's been through a lot, he's been hurt a lot, and he, in my opinion, maybe he's learned better how to handle it now. But at least at this point, he just hadn't worked through, those insecurities. And, there was a guy named Dynamite Rabbit in the chat. He used to be a part of this community, a part of my channel. He did a lot of the shows with me that I used to run on Saturday mornings from Dana's house. And Dynamite Rabbit said they are not at peace. They are raging children. He put that in the chat. Yet he was technically considered a MGTOW monk as well. And next thing you know, a year later or less than that, he hooks up with this lawyer chick, and he's having fun. Oh man! But here's the thing. Let me just play a little bit more of this, and I'll share my final thoughts, and I'll get to a couple of other videos from the past. What a period of time this was.
To compare that, like, I don't give a shit. I don't care if you work out like 5 times a week.
What good is working out 5 times a week going to do? Well, it's going to keep you healthy for yourself, but and it's nice to look good and feel good for yourself, but sharing that with a woman, sharing your beauty with her, and her sharing her beauty with you, and having 2 beautiful people come together and having a great relationship, I mean, there's nothing better than that, right? That's my opinion. You tell me if I'm wrong. BBB, if you're still around, let me know.
That he works out 5 times a week. I don't care what you do in your own personal time. That does not.
It's an insecurity, Jamie. These guys are very insecure. The thing is these guys are just very insecure because they went through a horrible divorce, and because they were the breadwinners, and everything they acquired, for the most part, happened while they were married to their ex-wife. Half of that was taken by the ex-wife. And here's the thing. Do these guys not realize that the reason why they were able to go and work and make the money they made was because they had maybe their wives taking care of the children or doing other things that needed to be done? Missed what the last question was. Say again. What I was saying is that, when Jamie first came on the show, he was very, very timid, and then he kind of warmed up, and him and I started having a great conversation. And I was also going to add to that, which I didn't back when you missed it a few minutes ago. I'll say it right now. You see, if Jamie would have gone down this path, this is all I wanted to do with Jamie. I wanted to work with him in this way and have some civil conversations and run some great shows. But what he did was what JB Gunner did to make quick money. They got on the Coach Eli bandwagon of simulcasting my streams and, doing live streams and replaying my pre-recorded videos to an audience of people that initially came to my channel, didn't like my content, were obnoxious and rude in the chat, and I banned them. So he brought them over to his end and created the Coach Eli Hate Clan and started making money doing that. Now, he did make a lot of money doing that, and so did JB. Now the money, off of me is not being made anymore, and now they got to find other ways. It's not sustainable long term. But had he gone a different path, and I'm not saying it had to be me, I'm just using me as an example. Had he gone down this path with myself and some other people and created some more positive content, he would have had way more subscribers, same with myself, and, we would have made good money creating something great. Do you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense to you?
So it's like, these guys are going to find anything to complain about. They're so fucking annoying. They're like annoying as
They're not. It's not the fact that they're annoying, Jamie. They are. They're very insecure and immature. They're grown-ass men that are behaving like 2-year-olds because their wife divorced them. But why did their wife divorce them? Because they were probably always working. They were never attentive to their wife, intimate with their wife, right? A relationship takes work. You can't just marry someone and then all of a sudden the sex stops and then the courting and dating stops. You can't just marry a woman and expect her to be a slave and take care of your kids while you go, to work and bring home the bacon and expect her to want to stick around. Come on, guys. Let's see. James and I have become great friends over the last few years. He's grown a lot and I consider him a true friend. I can't speak on the other stuff, I have always been here for entertainment. I understand you've been here for entertainment, dude. And I get it. I totally get it. But see, Jamie was not here initially for entertainment or for drama. He was here for, to discuss, male and female relationship dynamic topics, kind of like myself. It was almost like Jamie was doing the job of a coach without calling himself a coach. And I thought he was doing a pretty good job at it on his, Purple Pill channel before he rebranded it to Lycan Theory. But he stopped making money when YouTube started bringing out the yellow icon. He started getting demonetized, and he almost shut down his channel. And the only reason why he stuck around is because I reached out to him. He saw me starting the live stream. He also found out about JB Gunner. He saw what we were doing, and then he replicated what myself and JB were doing, and then he went down the drama path, right? But had he stuck with it and worked with me, and that's why I reached out to him. I extended him the olive branch. I reached out to him. And I just wanted to legitimately work with him, but he even questioned me on that. He was very timid on that phone conversation we had when we first talked about 3.5, almost 4 years ago. So I always say if you and James reunited for a stream, it would be pure gold. Well, here's the thing, dude. The bottom line is this. Even if Jamie legitimately feels him and I could have a civil conversation, that's not the problem. Here's where the problem is, BDB. The problem is that's not what his audience wants. You got to understand. The audience is going to follow the content they like, despite the creator, right? So if Jamie and I were to have a civil, decent show, his current audience wouldn't want that. They would want him to attack me, call me the C word that they used to call me, and all that stuff, right? So it just wouldn't work with this audience, dude. You understand that? It's not about the fact that Jamie's not capable of doing the right thing. He doesn't have the audience for that. So he's catering his content to the audience he has. You understand what I'm saying? And I got rid of that audience because I'm not a drama channel, right? And quite frankly, my views have gone down a little bit, and I don't have as much engagement as I used to, but the engagement I have now are with the right people. And then over the course of time, as I keep on doing what I'm doing, I'll grow with more of the right people. It's just going to take more time. Jamie, I don't feel is willing to give up what he has right now to do the right thing. That's just my opinion. That's my opinion, man.
Feminists, and they'll just pick out anything. Like it's like if you're, let's say you're like you're interested in the feminist movement, and let's say you're a woman. And you go in like a feminist circle where they're like hardcore feminists, right? They do everything a certain way. Like they don't date men who voted for Trump, and they don't like read like certain magazines. They don't subscribe to certain like.
Yeah, but you don't have to date those women, Jamie. There are women on Match.com. And see, I don't judge women based on their political views, but there are women that have gotten back to me that are conservative, and they see that I'm liberal, and I say I'm only slight left, but I'm more down the middle. They're like, well, you seem like a great guy, you're attractive, You've got everything going that I'm looking for, but, I'm a Trump supporter and I don't feel we would get along, so I'm going to have to pass. That's pretty sad, don't you think? But see, yes, there are women like that. And that's why you got to be upfront with what you're looking for and find that out right away and not waste too much time and focus on the women that are going to resonate, with everything about you or most of everything, right? So there are women that are very, I wouldn't call it judgmental, but very picky in those ways. You should just avoid them. And even like, I know we were talking about on this show for example purposes, but as a man, you shouldn't let that consume you. You shouldn't get mad at that. You should identify it and say, okay, this is not the right person for me because of this. I'm not going to complain about it. I'm going to let it go and I'm going to move on to the next, right? And not waste time, right? Makes sense? Yeah. So that's enough of this video here. I'm going to play a couple more videos and let me see what else. Where was that? The Valentine. Oh, here it is. Coach Eli's. Dana and Coach Eli's 2018 Valentine's Day journey. This is a classic, man. The ladies will get a kick out of this one. This is a classic. All right. So let me mute this. And let me put in the link. Here we go. You see, you got the original copy here up to 1080p. Let's just put 720 so we don't tax out the system. Got a lot running right now. And as you can see here, you see down below there, I have the original title, Dana and Coach Eli's 2018 Valentine's Day Journey, How We Spent This Day Together, 2/14/18. On the new Coach Eli Classics channel, videos from my former channel. All right, let's get past this intro here. This video, I enjoyed making this, but it triggered a lot of the MGTOW people. A lot of these people thought I was like simping or something. I really wasn't, but I kind of laid it on a bit thick for the video, just because I knew it would trigger these guys. All right, let's go. Here we go. Today, Dana and I are going to be talking about
our 2018 Valentine's Day journey.
That's right, Dana, our 2018 Valentine's Day journey. I got that right. And what an amazing, amazing day this plans to be. Okay? So, Stick around on Coach Eli's channel. That's coming right up. Now, to the ladies out there, watch this video. And you tell me if a guy did this for you and your family on Valentine's Day, how would you feel about it? Listen, maybe I went a little overboard, but I'm not a sissy and I don't put women on a pedestal. But you know what? I really cared about this woman. And I just wanted to do something fun and then create a video on it as well, right? All right, let's skip through the intro here. Mute that. Here we go. Hi everyone, Coach Eli here, aka the Morning Rooster. Oh my God. And I am here to wake you up so that you have the absolute best possible shot of accomplishing whatever it is that your heart desires. Welcome back to another episode of my video relation. That kitchen island probably has some ham sliced on it, and I'm not talking about Christmas dinner pork. Well, bro, I can leave that one to your wildest imagination. How's that? Relationship Sanctuary series. And as you can see, I am not in my regular home studio.
I actually came to Dana's place last night. I'm recording this video on Valentine's Day, and it will be released the next day after Valentine's Day, February 15th.
This was a classic.
So I came to into Dana's place late last night on February 13th.
Now, if you look behind me, look at how nice the homes are in that neighborhood. She used to live in an area called the Hamilton area of Novato. And Hamilton, they have an Air Force base out there. I believe it's not an active Air Force base, but it's a beautiful area. The San Francisco Bay Trail actually goes right along the water there, and I've even done some other videos. I think I had them on Facebook in between when I left my former channel and shut it down and came back to this one. But it was just beautiful, beautiful. Coming out here on the weekends was incredible.
And been kind of busting butt all day, trying to get to 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. Been doing a lot of networking, and now I'm actually on my way to the supermarket. And I'm going to share with you guys and gals out there what I have planned to do for Dana tonight. I'm going to kind of surprise her. We're going to be actually having dinner at her place. And
again, like I mentioned on my stream yesterday, when I was showing some of the car chat videos, you see how my video is so nice and stable. It's not jerky when I go over bumps. That's because I use a suction cup iPhone holder that goes on the windshield, and your windshield and the suction cup, it acts as a shock absorber. So when you go on bumps, when you go over bumps and your car bounces up and down, you don't see it jitter on the video. You notice that? 810 just messaged me and said, "Ask Coach if he is still high T, and have you used the turbo tongue lately?" I'm still very high T, and I'll leave the turbo tongue thing to your wildest imagination. Let's just say it still works quite well. But thanks for asking. 810 is probably watching behind the scenes. 810. The artist formerly known as 810 that used to be a part of this community back in these days of my former channel.
I'm going to be cooking for once. I haven't cooked in quite some time. And so I'm going to share with you folks some tips and tricks on what you can do in the future on Valentine's Day. I mean, I kind of shared that in a video I did with Dana earlier on this week when we did...
Look at those palm trees in the background there. I mean, what a beautiful area this was. And it still
bedroom chat. But I'm just going to share with you folks today. I'm going to bring the camera around wherever Dana and I go to show you folks that you can still have a very good time with your other half and not break the bank.
Yes. Yes, I see what you said, Howie and the boys. I agree. Jamie's Mustang asks, "Do you miss being friends with Jamie and the gang?" No, I absolutely don't. And I'm not here to attack them or create hate. It's not because of that. I don't miss the drama. All those people are drama people. And, for as long as Jamie caters his content to this drama audience, he's a drama king or drama queen, in my opinion. Even if deep within, let's say you guys have a relationship with Jamie off of YouTube, he may be a good guy for all I know. I just don't see that on YouTube. And if he's catering his content on YouTube to his audience and pretending to be a drama king because that's how he gets paid, I mean, what's there to miss about that for me? That doesn't work for me. I'm a coach. I'm a positive person. Sure, do I like to have fun? Do I like to entertain people while throwing down those truth bombs? Of course I love entertaining people while throwing down truth bombs. But see, with Jamie, whether he really truly wanted to attack me or call me the C word that he used to call me or not, it's what he had to do to engage his audience and to probably satisfy a sponsor to make the money he's making. You guys understand? And what's there to miss about that or even respect about that? Nothing. So there's your answer. Let's go.
Not have to go to some fancy restaurant and spend a ton of money on a meal where you're going to get half the portions you.
I did spend a little over $100 at the Safeway though, so might as well have gone to a nice restaurant. But it has a lot more meaning when you do it yourself.
Normally would, and I'm also going to share with you guys something here in just a little bit. When I go to the supermarket, I'm going to Safeway. In my area, we have a market called Safeway. And I'm going to, be picking up a few items there, but I'm going to actually specifically go and choose one item while I record video. So you guys and gals can actually see the type of guy that I am. And I can share with you folks if,
this is classic,
what I'm going to be buying is feasible for you to buy for your lady. So with that being said, I'm almost at the Safeway. And like I said, I'm going to pick up a few items. I'm going to probably cook some tri-tip tonight. And
tri-tip.
I'm making double batch homemade brownies.
You like tri-tip, BBB, and
have
810?
Some other, things as appetizers. I'm going to actually come back here.
Howie and the boy says you all have Kroger, Fred Meyers, or King Soopers out in Cali. Kroger owns all and is the best. We don't have any Kroger markets. No, we have Lucky and we have Safeway, and I can't remember the other markets, but we don't have the ones that you mentioned. Those are more back east where you're at, bro.
Actually, first of all, I'm going to show you folks what I'm going to buy at the supermarket. Just one item that you're not going to believe I'm going to buy, and then I'm going to.
Yeah, it was pretty pathetic because, my primary audience during this time was the MGTOW group that didn't like anything that any normal guy did that was nice for a woman. So I'm not going to lie. Looking back at this now, I did this on purpose. But I really did want to do this for my lady. I really did.
To actually meet you guys and gals back in Dana's kitchen once I'm done with my segment at the Safeway. All right? All right. So with that being said, I will see you all in just a little bit. Stick around.
This is classic. This is absolutely classic.
All right, about to head into the Safeway.
Used to be a pretty good vlogger.
Wonder if I should get Dana one of these balloons here.
Hooked on the feeling.
Unbelievable. Wonder how much they cost. Let's see. See if I can even find a price here. Cannot tell. This is ridiculous how many simps there are here.
I got ridiculed. I got ridiculed for saying that. And then I went and bought flowers myself. Instant replay.
This is ridiculous how many simps there are here. Guy spending a ton of money on Valentine's Day. So yes, I've decided to get Dana these. And I don't even know what they cost yet. There's no price, but I assume
like $20.
They're going to be about $20 or so. I'll let you guys all know later. All right, so I just finished shopping at the Safeway here, and just to let you all know, the flowers that I got Dana, I'm going to surprise her with the flowers later tonight. She's not expecting flowers, okay? I'm going to be a nice guy. They cost $14.99. I was quite surprised because there's like 18 of them. Now they're not the most premium quality flowers. They're okay flowers, but they're not the really thick, extra long stem.
I smoke tri-tip, says Howie and the boys, and he furthermore says the MGTOW people have all disappeared. Yeah, they probably come back on the plantation and they found a woman that actually wants to give them the time of day, and they don't want to be ridiculed for being a hypocrite, right? Right, Howie and the boys? BBB? JB's Mustang says, all that simping and she left you, wasted effort. Dude, I wasn't simping, dude. I really cared about the woman. It just didn't work out. But see, I'm strong enough within myself to understand that. I enjoyed the time that we had, bro. And I'm strong enough and mature enough as a man, and emotionally strong, like I was saying, to say that. I'm just reminiscing, man. These were good times.
Overly bloomed roses. They're kind of like the cheaper brand, but that's okay. It's a thought that counts, you know. And still, $14.99 is a decent amount of money to spend. So, so yeah, just
Any
wanted to
amount of
make you
money is
all
a
aware
decent
that
amount of money.
I didn't get a chance to find out what those fucking balloons cost, but I'm assuming those balloons were probably about $15-20 a piece as well. You know, and next thing you know,
And in this part, I also forgot to put my phone in airplane mode because I was using the Rode Mini shotgun mic and you could hear a little electrical interference, but it wasn't that bad, so I didn't re-record this part.
3 days later, you know, they start to lose their helium and then they start to sag and then your money goes poof, right? But it's a thought that counts, okay?
It's
So
a thought.
I'm heading back to Dana's right now and I'm going to start cooking some dinner and I'll shoot a few segments from the dinner cooking portion and then we're going to wrap it up at the end of the night when I serve dinner, you know, for Dana. I'm going back to Dana's place right now and I'll see you in just a little bit. All right, so I am in Dana's kitchen here and this is what I got.
Now look at this spread. Now, ladies, you tell me, if you had a guy that was going to make this effort on Valentine's Day, would you call him a simp or would you call him just a guy that wants to do something nice? You don't do this every day. If you do this all the time, you're going to go broke and then you are a simp. But come on, every now and then, this is all good.
At the Safeway for $120 and maybe another little special surprise later on down the road. Have some nice sourdough Parmesan, garlic bread there. Marshmallows, what are those for? Those are for the Rice Krispie treats I'm going to be making nice and fresh. What's for dinner? We have, move my keys out of the way, we have some filet steak, which is going to have some awesome Hormel Black Label Cherry Wood thick cut bacon wrapped.
Now, you tell me, BBB, that bacon is awesome, man. I love spending good money on good, thick-cut maple or cherry wood, you know, hickory smoked bacon, man. Like, oh, God, man, that's beautiful. That looks so beautiful right there.
Around it, it's going to be marinated in some Yoshida's marinade and cooking sauce.
Sweet Baby Ray's.
I'm trying to get the focus on right on this here, but I guess it's doing all right. And
that's
then
right,
Sweet Baby Ray's honey barbecue sauce. That's some great barbecue sauce.
You ever had Sweet Baby Ray's, man? Sweet Baby Ray's is good stuff, man. Sweet Baby Ray's.
Never tried Sweet Baby Ray's. That's really good stuff. Also going to have some brown and serve maple sausages there. They're usually for breakfast, but we're just going to throw them in. Going to have some nice mixed vegetables there, which is what I'm trying to say, bird's eye. And then for dessert, we have some no added sugar Breyers ice cream. Oh, I forgot. We even have some extra crispy tater tots. There are going to be plenty of leftovers here. And by the way, I'm also making some brownies.
Pound cake.
If we go to the refrigerator over here, oven's preheating right now. I am making some brownies. I'm just going to take them out right now.
All right, I'm going to skip through this part here.
Pound cake there. All right, so that's it. I'll get back to you all here in just a little bit when I start cooking. And then, all right, Coach Eli here on location at Dana's kitchen. We just finished having dinner with Dana's parents and her youngest daughter.
That's all I use, Sweet Baby Ray's. All right. And then Howie and the boys says, hope you got the sugar walls that night, bro. Dude, come on, man. What do you think? What do you think, dude? I mean, there was more to our relationship than that, just like there's more to your marriage than that with your wife. But, dude, of course, man, it's just a beautiful way to end the night, man. Beautiful.
Our oldest daughter was out with friends.
Now, here's the part right here where you know, guys like JB Gunner that were, you know, doing reaction videos on me back in those days, and Jamie and some other people from the MGTOW community, they really went off on this. But you ladies, you tell me. You ladies tell me what you think about this.
She didn't care to participate in the Valentine's Day festivities. Right, Dana?
Right. You know, when you're 16 and a junior in high school, your friends are your priority.
Nah, you just friends with everybody. That's all you do at that age, right?
They're still the priority.
I was not friends with my high school sweetheart, but anyway. So I
was not able to take any footage while we were cooking. I cooked up a storm and Dana.
Dona.
I've had a couple glasses of wine and beer tonight. When your dad's around,
You enjoy having a beer.
I enjoy having a beer or two and some wine and stuff. Your dad's a pretty cool guy. So's your Dana's dad is an amazing guy. Really good, laid back, down to earth guy. You don't want to piss him off, and maybe some of the things I did down the road, especially when we went to the final camping trip, which at some point I may do another stream and show some videos from that. I think I kind of upset him with a few things I said, and I didn't even realize how it was coming off until, years later. But what a really, really good guy. Her mother, such an amazing, amazing woman. Her mother is very similar to my mother, and she had very good upbringing, similar, very good upbringing like I had. That's why it worked out, folks. I'll tell you, your relationship with your parents makes all the difference of how you're going to end up. Your mom. But anyway, like I was saying,
My mom's not a cool guy. She's a pretty cool gal.
She's a gal. No, I enjoy your mom and your dad. I say your dad's a pretty cool guy, and your mom's pretty cool too. She's a cool lady.
Yeah.
All right.
They are.
Yeah.
They really were.
Yeah.
They really were.
Anyway, so Dana,
Yeah.
Earlier, I cooked up a storm.
You did.
I cooked up some what I cooked? Filet mignon.
We wrapped it in bacon.
Wrapped it in some nice thick premium bacon.
Some
Okay.
mixed vegetables.
Some mixed vegetables. We had some premium garlic bread from Safeway. Garlic parmesan. Now, Dana's mom brought over some cookies she baked. You can see them on the far left there, and we were frosting them. I gotta tell you, like Dana's mom, that woman could open up a bakery and put, and give Buddy Veloster, the cake boss, a run for his money. This family was an amazing family, and to see, folks, there's so much more that came along with the relationship than just Dana. Don't get me wrong, I value what I had with her, but her whole entire family, the experience, they're so similar to my family. It was amazing. Bread, sourdough, garlic parmesan bread was really, really good. I mean, that's right over here. I made some Rice Krispie treats. You can see right here, Rice Krispie treats. Yeah. Did your parents grab the brownies?
Yes.
Okay.
They grabbed the brownies because we have another family event on Sunday.
They grabbed the brownies and ran off with them. I make some damn good double batch brownies, man. I'll tell you, they're good.
So they're gonna save those for Sunday.
Your dad really liked my brownies.
That's good.
I make great brownies, double batch. I mean, they're not from scratch. They're from
Double
a
batch.
box. But they, what was the brand that I had?
Ghirardelli.
It was Ghirardelli.
So Ghirardelli is based out of the Bay Area in San Francisco, out of Ghirardelli Square. And when they say Ghirardelli Square, that's like a section of, the area of that city, right? And that's how the Ghirardelli Square chocolate was created. That's why they call it Ghirardelli Square. And then they made the square chocolates. But you guys didn't know that. Chocolate chip brownie mix. And I double batch it, and it's just amazing, nice and thick and fluffy. And Ghirardelli has some great
yes,
brownie.
we had some
That's
pound
great
cake.
brownie mix.
Some pound cake. And
Pound cake
I
is
showed
good,
earlier
too.
what we actually made, and it was just an amazing, amazing night. Now, Dana,
Yes.
I do have a surprise for you.
You do.
Before we wrap this,
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This is the part where the guys are going to be like, oh, Jesus, man. And the chicks will be like, oh, that's so sweet, right? The difference between men and women. But a really good, strong man that really cares about his woman. And, his woman cares about him, and he knows that. And I knew Dana really cared. It's going to have no problem doing this. This video here, but, now she's all of a sudden paying attention.
I'm paying try.
I tell the lady I was surprised.
No, I'm doing the dishes.
I tell the lady I was surprised.
Like a good woman.
Like a good girl, right? Like a good girl, right? Like a good...
God, I was such a jerk. Like, I really cared about her, but I was, I look back, man, I was being cocky is one thing. And I look back at this video, I was a little bit arrogant. Like, I'll be honest, man. There's a little arrogance there. Like, just listen to this one more time.
Like a good woman.
Like a good girl, right? Like a good girl, right?
Like a good girl. Oh, how pathetic, man. Live and learn, man.
Like a good girl. But
I don't know if I would say like
boy.
a good girl.
I have a surprise for you, Dana. But in all honesty, before I get to the surprise, all in all, how did today go? I mean, again, what are your thoughts about Valentine's Day? How do you feel, we handled Valentine's Day?
Okay, we don't need to watch this part. So let me forward to the other part. Okay, here we go.
Me, I get along with your family. Why don't you share that and give me just about 5 to 10 seconds here, Dana.
5 to 10 seconds.
Yes, keep talking.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm so full because we had a really, really awesome dinner. We had, I don't know if he shared with you in the beginning or not, because I don't know what he did earlier. Filet. Oh yeah, we just talked about it. So we had the filet. So now we're doing all the cleanup. And
That filet mignon was really, really
do
good.
not have a grill at this house. And so we used my little George Foreman.
We used the George Foreman grill to cook the filet, and it actually turned out pretty good, to be honest with you. Here we go. Here we go. Oh boy. Oh boy.
I got you some flowers.
10 seconds is all I last for, too. Come on, dude. Let me go back here. Let's start this again.
Which works really, really well.
Works really.
So, baby, the dude behind the camera.
You're very suspicious at the moment.
Baby, I got you some flowers, baby. I got you 18. I guess they're just regular stemmed roses.
All right.
I got.
Instead of getting her red roses, I got her yellow roses because it was hard for me to say the word "I love you" back in those days. I kind of explained it on the show last night. You can go back and watch the replay to find out why. Towards the end of the stream, last 45 minutes when I played one of my most famous streams that I did on my former channel.
I'm at the Safeway, and even the price is still on here. I didn't have a chance to take the price off. But in all honesty,
yeah, that's pretty tacky there, leaving the price on there.
They're really pretty. I like the color.
They're $14. I couldn't believe it. They're $14.99. It's not
sharing the price.
And then I tell her the price. You know why? Because it's a damn YouTube video. And I was dealing with a bunch of immature, insecure men, and I'm trying to entertain them at the same time, making my woman happy. God, I wish I could go back and do this all over again. But it was pretty freaking entertaining, huh? I look back at some of the things I did, just pathetic. I own it.
Gosh. That's
It's the thought that counts.
That's a little, yes. No,
Come here.
I appreciate it.
Come here, sir.
appreciate it.
Come here,
You're
sir.
putting me on the spot.
It is a thought that counts. Here,
Yes.
I got these for you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, and I want you to know I'm not simping here. I'm not being a big fucking pussy. I'm not kissing your ass. I'm getting this woman these.
I can't believe I even felt the need to say that. That's almost like an insecurity. Maybe it was. Like feeling the need to say, I'm not simping, I'm not a BFP, I'm not sucking up to you. Don't do that, guys. Is she the one that got away? I'd have to say yes. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. You don't find a woman like, and look, I'm long over it. I'm just reminiscing. I don't want you guys to think I'm not over this, but I definitely miss these times. They were good times, and she is the one that got away. I mean, dude, my time that I spent with her and her family, the time we all spent together, was just amazing. I mean, you guys saw it on YouTube. Not all of it, but a lot of it. You guys saw it, and maybe that was part of the problem. Like, if you're going to be a YouTuber, especially do some blogging videos or do coaching and then bring your woman on, you got to really make sure that, she understands what you both are going to be up against. And I was trying to do that with her, but I didn't even realize what I was up against. Now I know what I'm up against, and I know about the trolls and all that. So the next time around, if I ever do something like this with a future woman, I'm going to be able to better prepare the both of us. But yeah, this was all a learning experience. While I'll admit to you, you're right. She's the one that got away. Yeah, it's the truth, man. Why did you buy flowers from a gas station? Should have spent money on a proper florist. Because it was a last minute thing, dude. And the bottom line is, it's not that I didn't have the money or didn't want to get the red roses. The bottom line is that I struggled telling the woman that I loved her, even though I did. And I shared that story towards the end of my stream yesterday during part 1 of this reminiscing, thing I've been doing on my channel lately. So, no, you're right. They would have presented the flowers better. You're right. I'm not saying you're wrong. I appreciate your opinion, but I know that, yeah. Moral of the story, don't be a BFP. No, that's true too. Don't be a BFP. Don't. It's not that I was being a BFP, but, I was basically, I did care about her, and I did it because I cared about her. At the same time, I was trying to get views and, cater the content to the audience I had to get those views. And so I did some things that I normally wouldn't have done had it not been for YouTube. You guys understand that? And the bottom line is that I've just learned, I'm not saying I wasn't authentic, but just be yourself no matter what, and the right audience will find you. Don't cater what you do just to keep a certain audience around. Anyway.
These roses here, because honestly, she's put up with my shit for the last almost.
That's true.
Would you let me at least finish saying?
She did put up with it. And then then I get a little cocky and arrogant here with her. Would you at least let me finish saying and taking ownership? Like, man, that's not me. I'm really not that much of a dick. I mean, I can have moments, but man, I can't believe how much this woman put up with. I mean, look, I'm not a bad dude, but I can't believe just comes across as a bit cheap. Well, dude, Hillbilly Joe, you're one of the past dudes. I spent $120 on food. It's not that I didn't have the money or don't have the money. And I wasn't trying to come off cheap. It was something that, I didn't have a whole lot of time before her parents were coming over for dinner. We had to cook everything. I didn't have time to go to too many places. I didn't have time to go to the florist. When the florists were busy, it would have taken me an hour before I would get served. So maybe I should have planned it better, sure. But because it was planned last minute, I had to get everything at one location, and that's the best they had there. So I appreciate your thoughts. Maybe you're Robert. Maybe you're Robert under another sock. But anyway, it's all good. No worries.
Would you? I'm sitting here trying to take ownership of the shit I put her through.
There's an empty.
I really was. I'm more so doing it now. Man, I was a pompous, you-know-what, at times. It's not me. Wow. And that's not me. I just got caught up with the wrong group of people when I first came out here on YouTube. That's what happened.
Bottle of wine on the table, so I'm a little giggly.
And she cuts me off from spilling my fucking guts here, right?
Who's Robert? I thought you were Robert. If you don't know who Robert is, then don't worry about it. Enjoy the show. It's all good.
But this woman has seriously put up with a lot of my shit over the last almost year, especially everything I've gone through here on my YouTube channel. I've had a couple drinks myself, so
Yes.
pardon my slurring and stuff. But in all honesty, happy Valentine's Day, babe.
Thank you, babe.
Come here. I respect this woman, and you guys out there would be fortunate to have a woman as good as her. Now, I understand some of you people out there are saying, look, we have different types of people. We date this and that, to each its own.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm happy with her. She's happy with me. And we enjoyed a very special day today. We spent this day with her family, her mother, her father, and her youngest daughter, her 14-year-old, and then her 16-year-old just walked in here not too long ago. So, you know what? I have to say, it's awesome to be a part of this family. And I really love coming here, and I really feel at home when I'm here. Okay? So I'm telling you guys, if you find a decent...
I did. That's the truth. That's the absolute truth, and when you go back and view this, little over 2 years later, maybe 2.5+ years later, you really have a wake-up call. I mean, folks, let me tell you something. There's no better way of learning than from your own mistakes. And when you have it on video, you can easily see it, man. You can easily see it. At least for next time to prepare better. Well, come on, dude. That goes without saying. Now you're just kind of trolling a little bit. That's okay. Have fun, man. It's all right. I'm not trolling. I'm just saying how I feel. Okay, that's fine. It's all good.
Decent woman out there, if you choose to date, okay, you could have the same type of thing, okay? Now, granted, I wouldn't just do this with anybody, okay? So you don't want to just, choose to be with anyone and think that you're going to have this type of relationship that I have with Dana and her family. You just have to, put yourself out there the right way, and you know what? Just make it happen. Connect with someone that you feel is right and that feels the same way about you, right, Dana?
Absolutely.
That's it. That's all it
takes. I don't have a whole lot to say, but say something. It's Valentine's Day.
Well, no, thank you. I mean, you made it a really special day, so I really appreciate everything you put into it.
And this woman just wanted to hear those words, I love you, and I couldn't say it. Explain more about that, like I said, on yesterday's stream during part 1 of this. During the last 45 minutes when I played that stream shortly before I shut down my former channel. Lord Dobby would say, kaboom. Howie says, Queen would have banned this troll by now. Fail to prepare to fail. And she probably would have. And, I mean, you guys are kind of semi-trolling, but you're not really trolling. It's not that big of a deal. It doesn't bother me anymore. I've learned how to handle this stuff better. Everyone has their own opinions, and it's up to me what I allow to get to me or not. And I just don't let it get to me anymore. You live and learn, right? During that time, I was coming off my former relationship of my woman cheating on me before Dana. Then I got into this relationship. I was still a little hurt over the past. And then, I was dealing with, the wrong group of people on YouTube. It was just a lot happening at once. Live and learn, though. Live and learn. But yeah, if you watched that stream yesterday on the YouTube side of things, there was about 5 minutes of that cut off because there was a glitch with the YouTube server. Some things are better said in private, though. Don't you agree? Sure. Absolutely, man. When you do YouTube, sometimes you do things that you feel are going to get you more views and grow your channel. Bedtime for me, brother. Good night. Thank you, BBB, Howie, and the boys for stopping by, and say hi again to 810. It's great to hear from you guys. Happy New Year, by the way, man, to you, your wife, and your families.
You like them?
I do. They're gorgeous. I love the color.
You do, huh?
Yeah. Cute. Thank you.
So, yeah, you're very welcome. Happy Valentine's Day to the people out there in the MGTOW community that follow my channel as well, and follow me as Angry Eli instead of Coach Eli. If you don't know who Angry Eli is, then don't worry about it. You'll find out soon.
These guys wanted me to create the Angry Eli show. I almost thought about doing it. I'm sure glad that I didn't. It's not who I am.
Than you think. But you guys celebrated International MGTOW Day, created.
That was pathetic. International MGTOW Day was never a real thing. I think it was something like that J.B. Gunner and a few other creators created to try to get some ratings and traction, and to give these guys another pathetic reason to talk smack about women. And then they go and start dating women themselves. They become hypocrites. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
By some strange content creator named MGTOW Mindframe, aka JB Gunner. You know?
Yep.
So, you know, hopefully you enjoy your International MGTOW Day. Or
fake MGTOW. The guy was married the entire time. And then, you know, he had a girlfriend after that, and now he has another girlfriend. But he was pretending to be MGTOW to make money from the MGTOW community. And then he stole my content for a while. You know, he would simulcast my live streams. He would replay my videos on his live streams and get donations from an audience that didn't like me. And it's funny what these people did. Glad it's all done with now. We've all moved on.
what was the other thing I was hearing? They were calling Valentine's Day.
Oh, I don't know. I only heard International MGTOW Day.
International MGTOW Day. Oh, yes. Jamie the Purple Pill guy put out a video they call it International Simp Day. They're not international. He called it Simp.
Yeah, I remember that. Jamie put out a video, International Simp Day. You see, Jamie, here's the thing. If you found a good woman that respected you, was beautiful, and was faithful and loyal, and treated you well, dude, you wouldn't be saying that one bit. You wouldn't be saying that one bit. But, hey, we all did some things back then to try to get more views, subscribers, right? And other stuff, right? Live and learn.
Day. He's calling Valentine's Day Simp Day. You know, now, do some guys simp to their women on Valentine's Day? Yes, they do. Many of them do. Probably most of them do. But you know what? I'm here to tell you guys, if you really care about your woman and you're a confident, strong person, and you show her respect more than just on days such as Valentine's Day,
Yes,
then it's okay to do this. I'm not simping to her. I'm acknowledging the fact that, you know, I respect her, I value and appreciate her for who she is because she feels the same way about me. Whether it's Valentine's Day or any other fucking day, okay? It just so happens to be Valentine's Day. And you know what? Even though Dana's a good woman, we'll wrap up with this. Even though Dana's a good woman, okay? You know, she still likes the thought about Valentine's Day.
I do, sure.
And for me to come up here and make a...
Women are emotional beings. They love this stuff. As a dude, if you want to be with a woman, you have to understand that they love these things. And to be honest with you, here's the thing. I really enjoy doing this. That's the kind of guy I am. You know, I'm not a jerk. Like, you know, I've always been the kind of person that loves to please people and make them happy. Problem is, nowadays, if you overly please a woman or it's perceived that way, she'll take advantage of you, she'll lose respect for you, she'll think you're less of a man, and that's sad because to me, like, I just enjoy taking care of people and doing nice things for people, especially a woman I'm with that I care for. So, anyway, looking back, perhaps she would have preferred this moment in private and not on the video. No, you're right. But again, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I was selfish. I wanted to create a video because I was trying to grow my channel. And I figured it would get, you know, good traction. It kind of did. But it created a lot more controversy because it was the wrong audience. With the right audience, this would have gotten 1 million views. You don't see any other guy on YouTube doing anything like this, right? It's unique. But you're right. You're absolutely right. It makes sense. Hillbilly Joe says, if you research Valentine's Day, its history is very dark. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
Special trip to come see her and spend time with her and her family, etc. How does that make you feel?
Makes me feel good. It makes me feel, you know, like you're putting...
Okay, enough of the Valentine's Day thing. Let's see here. I was going to play one more clip, but who knows? Maybe I'll do a part 3 of this tomorrow because I wanted to play some other clips from from some other people I interviewed, like some pretty prominent people, the good people I met through MGTOW, like a guy named Big John. He used to run a channel called MGTOW's Freedom, and I was, after his channel got shut down by YouTube, when he came back, I was the first one he allowed to interview him, and that was a pretty good interview. I still have that interview. It's re-uploaded to Coach Eli Classics, videos from my former channel, that channel there. So I may do another stream on that tomorrow, but who knows? Maybe this will be it. I'll think about it. I'll figure out what I do for tomorrow. But that's going to do it, folks. Let me go back to full screen. I got to get on out of here. I have some phone calls to make and some other things to do. If I don't do a part 3 of this tomorrow or in the future, I hope you really enjoyed strolling down memory lane with myself and my former channel, and you have an idea of the type of content creator I was back then and the type of content I'm capable of creating. And the reason why I haven't been creating more pre-recorded videos that require a lot of editing, because when you do all that work and you only get 100 or 200 views, I'm not going to say it's not worth it. You never know if it takes off in the long run, but it's just a lot of work. So right now I'm more so focusing on live streams and easier to do pre-recorded videos. And once my channel gets to a certain level, then I will start doing some more of the fancy stuff. Big John had a large following, says Jamie's Mustang. He did. He still does. He still runs a Prepare Mind channel with almost 80,000 subscribers. And he's more on the right, but him and I would get along, even though I'm a little bit more on the left, he's more on the right. And I think he's moved out of California. I think he finally moved out of Northern California. I heard him talk about it. He said, I used to live in California on a stream, but he didn't mention where he's at. I'm going to try to find out because I'm curious. I'm curious to know where he moved. And maybe I'll email him and ask him and let you folks know down the road. You should call that woman and see if she's single. Nah, and I don't know. Like, here's the thing. That's not the right thing to do. When a woman breaks up with you, you don't chase after her. You just turn and walk away and you don't look back. She's the one that broke it off with me. She's the one that would have to reinitiate it to make it happen. If I try to reach out to her and try to make it work, I'm not saying I want to do that or don't want to do that. I'm just saying if I were to do that, then it would make me come off as weak, needy, desperate, insecure. It wouldn't work. It has to be her idea for this to ever have another chance. And I'm not saying that I want that or don't want that. I'm just saying it has to be her idea. It would not work out any other way. And that's, how I've always taught people. And, a lot of other coaches say the same thing, like Coach Corey Wayne and Coach Dan Bacon, for example. They say the same thing. So, but yeah, man, had great times when I was with her, and I really enjoyed going down memory lane the past couple of days on my channel with you folks and reminiscing some of the great videos that I used to create that took a lot of time. Took a lot of time and effort. So, all right, guys and gals, have yourselves a great night, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye. Bye.